Hello friends, my name is Dr. Amit. I've been practicing homeopathy since last 15 years in Bombay and Thane. Uh, Last 15 years I've been practicing, I've seen that the disease trend has been changing. People are now suffering from more chronic diseases like diabetes, cholesterol, blood pressure, renal failures, and all these things have been very common at a very early age now. I remember last like 15-20 years back when we were small. I don't think so, and many of us have heard the term of renal kidney failures or creatinine. Now, right now, many of us are aware of what is kidney failures and what is creatinine, or what is renal transfusion and all. So the disease trend is, what I mean to say is, the disease trend is changing nowadays, and homeopathy has got a lot of role to do in this changing disease trend along with allopathy. Allopathy will help you, definitely help you in shorter term to get rid of your symptoms, but to get rid of the disease in particular, allopathy will help you to get rid of the symptoms, the headache, the cold, the migraine, or the loose motions, or whatever. The symptoms will be better, but to remove the disease from within, homeopathy is got a lot of scope in that. There was a time when people used to think that homeopathy is a very good medicines for chronic allergies, cold, cough, for children's, for children, ailments of children's, loose motions, or for that matter, chronic migraine, joint pains, arthritis, asthma. But that is not so. Definitely, homeopathy can do a lot in those cases of allergies, cold, asthma, migraine, but a lot can be done also in cases of very serious pathologies like renal kidney failures, HIV cases, then diabetes, chronic heart conditions, and many other cases where in allopathic field there is very limited scope after a particular level. There are a lot of cases where doctors have told that there is very less scope of improvement from here on, where it may be a neurological case or may it be a heart condition, and from there on homeopathy has helped those patients. So it is also said that homeopathy it starts from the point where allopathy ends. It starts from the point where allopathy ends. So when there is a condition where the doctor says that now there is very little scope of improvement in this particular patient, you can think about homeopathy. You can think about homeopathy in such cases. We have treated a lot of such cases like renal failures. We would not say treated, but they are fairly doing very well with homeopathy. There are cases of 35-year-old male having a kidney function of creatinine of 9.6, which we have brought to 3.5, sort of 3.5, but 5.3, without any allopathic medicine intervention, and only with homeopathy. This is and the age of the man was 35-year-old only. So at 35-year-old, if a person has kidney failure, what do you expect him to live more for? He will be the maximum he would live is for next 15 years with all this whatever renal treatments available today, dialysis and all. But then with homeopathy we have been able to bring his renal this creatinine levels. Creatinine is a very important indicator, and the normal creatinine level is 1.5 in human beings. It should not be more than. Creatinine is a kind of waste products in the body. Those waste products should not be there in the body more than 1.5. But so since the kidney is a thing which would clear these waste products, so if the kidney is not good, it's like a chalni. If the kidney is not working well, the waste products will be accumulated in your system. So the waste products goes to 4, 5, 6, 9. So in that particular patient it was 8.5 to 9, which we have brought only with homeopathy to 5.3 levels. And we are hopeful that we would gradually in next 2-3 years bring it to the normal level or somewhere around normal level. That too without any dialysis or without any allopathic medicines. I would not say that you should not use allopathy. Allopathy should definitely be used, but homeopathy in conjunction with allopathy can do a lot of good too. This is just one case. We had recently a case of HIV positive from JJ hospital where the CD4 count is a very important count in HIV positive. CD4 is like our soldiers. Generally our soldiers are in the range of 1000 to 1100. The CD4 is 1000 to 1100. These soldiers help us from all bacteria, virus, fungus, all infection, tuberculosis, every kind of internal infections. But when these soldiers die or when these soldiers become less in HIV positive, these soldiers CD4 comes to 700, then 600, and then 400 is a very alarming situation in medical science. If the CD4 level comes below 400, that means it's a very red alert situation for that particular patient. And we had 3 months back, we had a patient whose CD4 was just 63, not 3 months but 6 months back. When we started, that patient was coming to us from JJ hospital, which is a very famous hospital in Bombay. So that patient's CD4 was just 63. 63 is very, very, very low. So you have just 63 soldiers protecting you, wherein you require minimum 1000 soldiers. So definitely he had, along with that, he had tuberculosis and other added infections and fever, which was not going in spite of all allopathic treatment, hospital admission for 25 days, and he was still not better. Then somehow we were able to find the right medicine in his case. We are able to diagnose his condition properly and able to give him the medicines, and now from 63 in just 6 months his CD4 has improved to 270. So which is a very good, fairly good. Now his body is stable, and since last 6 months he also has gained a lot of weight, which was reducing in before that. So this shows that his appetite has improved, his fevers have not come since last 6 months, his weight has improved, and his most important, the CD4 has increased from 63 to 263. So these are the two cases that I need to say that homeopathy is definitely very good for allergy, asthma, joint pains, but if properly followed and if properly taken, it can also cure a lot of these kind of serious ailments. But it needs to be, the doctor needs to be very vigilant in those cases, because it is not that any and every doctor can manage. You should have a good experience of managing these cases in homeopathy, but definitely homeopathy has got a good solution in this. So for further, if you want to know anything about us, we have our clinics at two places in Bombay. One is in Bhandup LBS and second is in Thane. If you want to have any details of our clinics, you can contact us on Lybrate. Thank you.